Which planet rules your zodiac sign? Hello, beautiful world. My name is Princess Katey, and I welcome you to my Astrology 101 series. In today's lesson, we're learning all about the planets and their rulership over each of the zodiac signs. Astrology is about observing the movement of our planets in our solar system. Each zodiac sign has a planet that rules over it, meaning that this planet governs and has more influence over that zodiac sign. Before we dive in some of the history of the planets and some numerology, I want to first say that the sun and the moon are used as planets in astrology. Some planets rule over 2 zodiac signs, and some zodiac signs have a ruler and a co-ruler. Now for a bit of astrology history and some ancient numerology. Astrology has been used by the Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, and probably from civilizations even before those. There are 7 planetary objects that can be seen from Earth with the naked eye. This is the moon, the sun, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn can all be seen without a telescope. These are known as the 7 classical planets in astrology. Once the telescope hit the scene, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto were all planets that were added to Western astrology. These are known as the modern planets, or the Trans-Saturnians, meaning beyond Saturn. And because of the discovery of these 3 new planets, that is why some zodiac signs will have a ruler and a co-ruler. Now for a little numerology side note. So the 7 classical planets, 7's a very significant number. It is said it took 7 days to create the earth, and thus we have a 7-day week. That's another video altogether. There are also 7 deadly sins. There are 7 main chakras in the body, 7 colors of the rainbow, the 7 seas, the 7 wonders of the world. Wow. That's a lot of 7. Now we are going to learn about the planets and the zodiac signs that they have rulership over. The sun is the center of our solar system and is the brightest star as viewed from Earth. The sun represents the ego, the self, leadership, and power. The sun's element is fire, and it has a masculine energy. The sun represents your relationship with your father or male figures in your life. And the sun rules over the zodiac sign of Leo. The sun spends about 1 month in each zodiac sign. Thus, we have a 12-month year to go along with the 12 zodiac signs. The moon is Earth's only satellite permanently orbiting our planet. The moon represents water element and feminine energy. The moon rules emotions, feelings, and gut instincts, daily moods, the unconscious, and the imagination. The moon represents your relationship to your mother or mother figure in your life. The moon spends about 2.5 days in each zodiac sign and is the ruler of the zodiac sign Cancer. Mercury is the fastest moving planet in our solar system, named after the Roman god Mercury and the Greek god Hermes. Mercury, the messenger, spends about 3 to 4 weeks in each zodiac sign. Due to his speed, Mercury retrogrades 3 to 4 times a year, a time when communication and technology can be all scrambled. Mercury governs communication, thinking, travel, intelligence, changeability, and adaptability. Because Mercury is always so close to the sun, Mercury in a natal chart will either be in your sun sign, the sign before, or the sign after. Mercury rules over 2 zodiac signs, Gemini and and Virgo. Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, and pleasure. She is the second closest planet to our sun, and she's the hottest planet in our solar system. Venus deals with love, romance, affection, and all things beautiful in this world. Sensual Venus switches signs every 4 to 5 weeks, and she rules over the signs of Taurus and Libra. Mars is the god of war and agriculture. He rules over our actions, our power, and our physical strength, our will, our ambition. Mars rules over anger and aggression, our survival instinct, and our sexual desires. Mars is one of our neighboring planets, and he switches zodiac signs about every 2 months, unless he's in retrograde, which means it appears that he's moving backwards. In that case, he will stay in that sign just a bit longer. Mars is the ruler of Aries and the classical ruler of Scorpio. Jupiter, the king of the gods, Zeus himself, the ruler of luck, growth, long-distance travel, abundance, and expansion. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Jupiter spends about 1 year in each zodiac sign, and for that 1 year, that sign is said to be very lucky. Jupiter is a planet associated with optimism and good fortune, and is the ruler of Sagittarius, and is the classical ruler of Pisces. Saturn is known as Father Time and the father of Zeus. Saturn represents limitations, boundaries, and responsibilities. Saturn is known as the great tester, always giving us lessons that which we are meant to learn from. Saturn is opposite of his son, Jupiter. Jupiter expands, while Saturn sets boundaries and limitations, reminding us of constraints and structure. The glyph representing Saturn is Jupiter's glyph, just inverted. Saturn changes zodiac signs every 2.5 years and is the ruler of Capricorn and the classical ruler of Aquarius. Uranus, god of the sky. He's the governor of all things unexpected and originality. Uranus rules over technology, innovations, new discoveries, which is very fitting, since Uranus was one of the first newly discovered planets when the telescope was also discovered. Uranus is rebellious, non-conforming, the misfits or the aliens of society. Uranus will stay in the same zodiac sign for up to 7 years, making this the first of the generational planets. Uranus affects social issues and revolutions of a generation and is the ruler of the zodiac sign Aquarius. Neptune, god of the sea, is the ruler of dreams, illusions, spirituality, and psychic ability. Neptune wishes to escape reality and governs the subconscious and our connection to spirit and soul. It takes 10 to 12 years to switch zodiac signs, and like Uranus and Pluto is another generational sign. Since Neptune's discovery, it has yet to make it through all 12 zodiac signs, so we know much less about him than we do the other Trans-Saturnians. Neptune rules over the dreamy sign of Pisces. Pluto is god of the underworld. He governs death, rebirth, and transformation, which is very fitting for this sign since in 2006, Pluto had a transformation himself. He went from being one of our 9 planets to degraded or demoted to a dwarf planet. But this was no big issue for Pluto, since this is the planet of rebirth and great transformation. Pluto represents endings, new beginnings, power, and control. He also represents the subconscious and our spiritual connections. Pluto spends about 13 to 32 years in a sign and has the most erratic orbit of all of our planets. Due to this, he is the last of our generational signs. These signs are called generational because of how slow they move around our sun. They stay within that zodiac sign for so long that it has effect and pull over the whole generation. So if you were born around the same time as me, all of those planets will be in the same placement. Known for destruction, annihilation, and rebirth, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So to recap, Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Leo is ruled by the sun. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Libra is ruled by Venus. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, but his classical ruler is Mars. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, but its classical planet is Saturn. And Pisces is ruled by Neptune, but its classical planet is Jupiter. Thank you guys so much for watching this lesson. I hope you have learned something. In the next video, we will be learning about the natal chart and what each one of the houses represents.